We're with the famous actor, Mr. KUNLE COKER. Of course, this is the Women of Like Minds Empowerment Anniversary. The association is 13 years today, and it's a good thing to see you again after many decades.
Yes, you can say that again. I'm happy to see you as well.
Yeah. So tell us, what is your impression about the Women of Like Minds?
Well, I think it's the gathering of people, like they say, like minds who like to touch lives. And I think if all of us in our only pocket unions, let me put it that way for lack of words, could do the same thing, I think the world would be a better place. Nigeria would be a better place. There's nothing like touching life. Our life, our existence basically should be able to touch life of the next person next to you. 'Cause the way I look at it is a chain reaction. If you do good to the next person, the next person does good to the next person, you know what, will be a little balanced, maybe totally balanced, but at least balanced enough for that somebody not to have lack in their lives.
I love that. What do you think can be done to further improve empathy among Nigerians?
Well, it's kind of strange because I believe this is something that should come natural in every individual, every Nigerian, as a matter of fact, because we're not yet there, but we're pretending to be there, which is what I find amusing, you know. Everybody's trying to show off that he or she is better than the next person. Whereas without that next person, whatever you have does not have value or meaning. Yeah. So if you learn to surround ourselves with, you see, like people say to me, "Oh, God bless." I say, "God bless you too," because if I'm the only one blessed, it makes no sense. So you are blessed too. I wish you were blessed too, so that we all can share together and live together. You know, the point is, imagine. Let me give you a scenario. Individually, we can actually not do anything. No matter how big you are, you own a company. If there are no people to run it underneath you, you won't be able to run it. Do you get my point? So if you look at it this way again, if you're going to have a celebration or a party, you don't do it all by yourself. You invite people. Why didn't you do it by yourself? It's what amazes me about humanity. All over the world, I'm not saying Nigeria alone, but you see just a little bit. If God says in the good book that you keep saying you love me, God, you love me, you love me, but the man you see next to you, you don't show that much love to that person. Then what in the world are you doing? So we need to begin to really look at how I just say inward appraisal of ourselves, each and every one of us, to determine what's our essence, what's my purpose. Because really, at the end of the day, you can't take anything away with you. Nobody takes out of this world alive.
If you were to change one thing about the Nigerian system today, what will it be, KUNLE COKER?
What would I change? Not leadership, but followership. Yeah, because we're just whoever is leading us is actually maybe the chip of the total congregation of what Nigeria is all about. Really, you know, people say leadership. No, if you know that your people cannot take shit that you're offering, you won't do it because you won't survive. So if we change our ways and begin to look at things, can either way work, either from leadership down or from followership up. So either way, I would want, because we are in the majority all the time, so I would want the followers to begin to look inside of them. What am I doing? Am I following right? Am I leading right? These two things should begin to twist themselves and jack themselves. So at the end of the day, we'll get it right. It might not be that easy, but we will. It might take a while. Imagine now that it's 2026, people are complaining. There's going to come a time if we don't change our ways to work with the followership, but majority the followership. If we don't change, it's going to come a time maybe 2040. You wish that you were back in 2026 because it'll be worse than today. Say, oh God, because people that sang in 1984 are wishing that things will get better because they've been singing this song forever. So now we're trying to say we should go back to 1984. It's not as if it was good then, but at least it was better than what we have now. So that's my point. Let's follow well.
Okay, now I'm going to take you back many years. You're someone I've known for very many years. I remember that you were like three of you. There was Femi, there was Funsho, and then the yellow guy, Jide, exactly. Do you guys all still keep in touch? And how is that relationship? And again, I remember that back then, the industry was not as vibrant, it wasn't as lucrative as it later became. How do you think that the actors of those days contributed to what is happening today? Now we have a lot of people who are making money in this industry.
Yeah, see, the bottom line is that sometimes when you're a pioneer or something, you most often than not do not really make that monetary gain, but you lay the foundation so that others. So see, that's why we were selfless back then. If we're doing because of money, a lot of people would have drifted away. But because we believed in it and we have passion for what we're doing, we decided to stay. And maybe not all the money in the world in our pockets, but the satisfaction we get because we're passionate about what we do.
What do you think can be done to improve Nollywood as it is right now?
Equity, basically, and passion. You know, back then we were not that intentional, but today the players are much more intentional. There's got to be change anyway. We can't keep staying in one particular space. If people change, they look around and say, okay, this guy's did it this way, let's do it this other way, let's see how it goes. And they're making headway, and I'm glad, because that's the only what you call progress. You know, now we get box office returns of billions, we never used to happen before. So now we're having it, so that means there's progress. Investors can begin to say, okay, where do I put my money? You know, and back then we were scouting for investors who are not sure where they're putting the money, because they can't be convinced enough to have their returns. But now they can be. So that to me is progress. And thank God we started it the way we did. Because if everybody has scattered, probably there'll be no industry today that people will follow.
Thank you very much. We've been speaking with Mr. KUNLE COKER, a veteran actor, and of course, one of those who made it popular and glamorous to be an actor in those days.
Yeah, well, we tried the best we could. We're still enjoying, let me just say, the accolade that comes with it. And it's opening doors too. Thank God for that. It's not totally bad. It can only get better.
All right, then it can only get better. That's from Mr. KUNLE COKER. The program continues. This is Expose TV. My name is Lola Oduba Elmokri. And of course, keep watching.